One. I think we are live now, 3 p.m. Welcome back, everyone, to our YouTube channel. This is Mitesh Khatri, and my beautiful wife today has decided to join us. Thank you to Preet because she's the one who made it happen. I asked Indu to join as usual live with us, but she would not listen to me. Somehow, Preet made her listen to us, so which is great. So, everyone, please type in welcome Indu and Preet. And today we have Preet Ahuja with us, who is one of our platinum magicians. Everyone, please write down welcome platinum magician Preet. And the reason we call her platinum magician is because she's a super duper magician who's created extraordinary results in life. And the agenda for today's video is to learn from Preet's life. See, there is one way of learning is just when I come on video and I give you techniques. That's one way of learning. Another way of learning is very powerful. It's called learning from reality, learning from experiences, learning from stories. And the best part is when you learn from someone who started from scratch and made it really, really big. I am super fond of this beautiful story by Preet. How to build my mind completely. So let's look at what that story is by Preet first. And I think I'll let Preet talk a little bit first about herself. Hey, Preet, you want to introduce yourself first to the group here? What do you do in Canada? Because it'll be very inspiring to know for some people that you're a student living alone in Canada, got a job over there, doing very well. So a quick introduction, and then Indu will ask you the next question.
Um, Hi everybody, I'm Preet. I am one of the members of the first batch of Mitesh and Indu's Platinum membership. And I'm 28 years old. I have a wonderful job. I live in downtown. I do not live in Brampton, so get that straight.
Well, I have no idea what that difference is in Canada. Do you want to
Keep
define for people in terms of Delhi? What do you mean by that? What area you don't live in? What area you live in?
Brampton is like full on Punjab.
Oh, I see. And downtown is like,
It's like full multicultural. So every day I speak to Korean people, I speak to Chinese people, Italian. I made Greek friends. I have a very nice friend whom I met while I was learning swimming. He's from China, and I just went for like I saw a video on YouTube how to learn swimming, and I went and he saw me practicing by myself. He came, introduced himself. He's like, "Okay, I'll teach you swimming." I was like, "Okay, I don't need to pay."
beautiful. So that's the kind of area you live in. Now I know why you're so
Yes.
excited about that area.
Yeah. So
Got
it's
that.
like I'm learning about everyone's culture, and somewhere that is making me more appreciative of our Indian culture, our values.
Wow.
Amazing. Everyone write down, proud to be Indian over there. Beautiful. I love that message. In spite of being in Canada for so many years, 3 years,
More than 3 years
More
now.
than 3 years now.
and you still value Indian culture.
Oh, yes.
Wow.
It's what
Amazing.
made me who I am today.
Excellent. Love that point.
That's
Yes,
why
Indu,
we are
you
proud of you. Okay. Preet, when and how do you know about us? And since when you've been practicing law of attraction?
I know about you guys since 2009. I was in 11th class.
Oh, 9.
But yeah, and my mamu introduced me to you. He used to follow you guys a lot because he used to live in Pune. I don't know if he ever met you or not. And then yeah, and then so I saw you guys, like I knew about you guys in 2009, and I believe in 2010 or 11, I think it's 10, you guys started a program where you said where Mitesh sir suddenly discovered that his purpose in life is to serve people and it's to help people. So he said, for 1 year, I'm just going to take 1,000 rupees. That's it. And I'm going to give you 1 year of my life. And he made like a bunch of videos. So he had like 15 videos, and all that videos had like subcategories. And his introduction video was more than 3.5 hours, which he did in a banquet hall in Pune where 200 people people joined. I remember that.
Agree.
yes.
Yeah, and that 3 hour video, I had to watch that video so many times. And it took me around 4 to 5 days just to get through that first lesson. But once I did, I knew there was no going back.
Yeah. And by the way, I don't know if you know that 1,000 rupee video, which you think was a lot. Now that's completely free for everyone on YouTube. That 3 hour video is also
Yes.
completely free on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
So
Awesome.
yeah,
That's how
I
you
was
know
a
us.
minor when I saw that.
Oh, you were?
I was a minor when I saw that. So I was like, Mamu, you have to pay. Yeah. My papa did not know about this. I was like, Mamu, you have to pay for me. He paid for me so that I could join you
Go
guys.
18. I get the point. Okay. And then after you started using law of attraction or rather practicing law of attraction after that, what were the results you got because of which, how did you practice because of which you came to Canada? Because a lot of students here would love to get inspired about that part.
Actually, before I came to Canada, the major result was that I got admission into all like Delhi University and like major universities, and my papa didn't have to pay a lot of money. Like he paid my fees for like 6,000 rupees, something. And I remember by the time I was in third year, he had to pay like 4,000 rupees or something. And I got admission in the first cutoff list. And I remember I had like 72%, and I used to love psychology. In psychology, I got 91%. And I got admission into psychology. I don't know how. So that happened.
To say you got a sponsorship?
I don't know what I got. So I just went. So the first cutoff came and my numbers matched. I went to the college and I was like, they were like, okay. So first they actually rejected. They're like, you're 16, because I said, no, I will turn 17. You cannot deny me admission. That happened. And then they knew that I was multicultural, that I speak more than 2 languages. And then because I was a minority, so everything, I don't know, everything just fell into place. And somehow my fees got cut off. Like, okay, she does not have to pay for this. She does not have to pay for this. And somehow I just ended up becoming, I did my master's for 7,000 rupees. My master's.
Wow. You got to tell us later what affirmations and visualization you did, and maybe do a separate learning session only by Preet to the community members here. How to pass out college using law of attraction without paying too much money by parents. How many of you would like that class, especially by Preet? Say yes in the chat window.
Be prepared. Be prepared, Preet. You will get 100 questions today.
Okay, so we'll actually take some questions for Preet at the end of the YouTube channel. Normally we don't do that, but I think for Preet, we'll especially do some questions for Preet, which you can ask Preet about how she did, what she did, and we'll ask Preet to give you some answers. Great. So that is how you know about us. That is how you got to Canada, right?
No, this is like thoda sa aur story hai abhi.
Okay.
After I did my graduation and masters, I actually got a job in a hospital because I was about to do MPhil in clinical psychology. So I passed my written exam, but I had to go for, like an oral test. So my test happened in a government hospital where I saw live burn patients. They were just lying and you had to do counseling on them. And I couldn't do that. So I was like, so I failed that oral test very badly. But then I was like, I don't want my psychology degree to go to waste. So I was like, okay, I'll do B.Ed and I'll teach 11th and 12th psychology. And in the meantime, somehow the idea of Canada came up. And I was like, okay, I have 2 years of B.Ed left. Why don't I use my LOA for Canada? And as soon as my B.Ed is done, I'm just going to go to Canada. So imagine that. Okay. In my last semester of B.Ed, I already had a job in hand and I did not even pass it. I was selected in Presidium school as a teacher, right? And then all of my friends were worried, okay, they need to get a job. They need to get a job because it's like you get recognition if you get a job before your exams are over, right? And I did not care. And my friends are like, why are you sitting idle? Because they did not know that I was not even going to like join the job or like do something. I was just going to leave everything and go to Canada. So that happened. But I did work in Presidium for 4 months because I was like, as soon as I got my PR, I was like, no, let me live with my parents for 2-3 months because I know then I'm not going to see them. So I came in Canada, struggled a lot, like things happened. And then COVID happened. I lost my job. So when I came in Canada, I was working 3 jobs and studying. And I came as a permanent resident. So
3 jobs.
3 jobs. Yeah, at the same time. So 9 to 5, I would work in a bank, TD Bank. Then I would work in a fine dining restaurant in Western Hotel. It's like a revolving restaurant. And then Saturdays and Sundays, I would work in, like a food joint where I used to make a lot of tips. Don't ask me how. My people are very good. And I was studying online. The fees, everything I paid on my own. As soon as
clap, everyone type in clap in the chat window. Working 3 jobs a day. People say making money is difficult. It's not. Serve value, help people, work a little bit, show some dedication. There are so many ways of making money. And look at her, 3 jobs first year, even though she lost her job. Clap, clap. Proud of you. Proud of you. Brilliant. I hope everybody is listening to this. Making money is easy. Work for it. There are so many jobs out there. You were not ashamed to do a waiter's job. You got tips. You not a waiter's job, but you were in a restaurant, and you were not ashamed of that job.
No, I was in a white restaurant, and they apparently loved me. And they said, "Oh, we want that small girl." Like people used to say. So a few of my customers, they loved me so much. They would like hug me and they would say, "Preet, you're so tiny. I could crush you." And I was like, "Don't say that."
Lovely, beautiful.
And apparently that time I was actually fat also, because I was outside. I had so much variety of food and I wanted to eat everything. Never compromised on food. So that happened. And as soon as I completed my course, I got a job in a finance company under a financial manager. So I was learning from him. And then COVID came. The worst thing was I had my tickets booked for India, but I lost my job. And then my flight got cancelled, so I could not come. I was like, okay, fine. That time suddenly, and I was actually attending. So I was like, okay, लाइफ अभी जीरो आ गया है, क्या करना है? So I was like, okay, चलो YouTube खोलते हैं. मैं sad नहीं होने वाली थी बिल्कुल भी. So I opened up YouTube and पता नहीं कहाँ से I just thought चलो मितेश सर का नाम डालते हैं. And I put in your names and I saw like a bunch of videos. So I started watching it again. And from somehow, I don't know how I got connected to Indu ma'am, and Indu ma'am messaged like, okay, you guys are starting like a wealth mastery course. And I remember it was 1:30 here in the night, and I messaged Indu ma'am, how much are you charging? How do I pay? And that time I want to tell, if anybody is listening, my savings were not that good because I was out of job for 5.5 months, and a time came where I had to leave my home because I was not able to pay that much of rent, because I'm living, in like a good area, and I had to move in with my friend in her living room. But that was still fine. This happens here if you come outside. But I was like, नहीं, ये opportunity जाने नहीं देना है. कुछ ना कुछ करके पैसे आ जाएंगे. कभी ऐसे tension नहीं लिया कि कहाँ से आएंगे, पैसे आ जाते हैं. So I got in touch with ma'am and I was like, ma'am, where do I pay? So for Wealth Mastery, I paid it fully. I remember that. I paid it fully. I joined your course. And the one thing that you taught in Wealth Mastery is be happy. Learn to be happy no matter what your situation is. I was out of job, but I used to watch, like, I would watch Harry Potter series, Fast and Furious series. Wow. I would watch Indian stand-up comedies. I would do anything that would make me happy. I would go outside, walk along the lake, listen to my favorite music. And then you said, it's not going to happen on its own, no matter how much law of attraction you use. You need to put in action steps. I was like, chalo, job pe apply
FTBA, all actions, yeah.
It's like job pe apply to karte. And then you also said, don't just focus on one area. Yes. Focus on all the areas. So I started cooking on my own. I was like, it doesn't matter if I don't have a job. I need to organize my schedule. Time pe utho, time pe khana khao, everything. I did that.
Health, relationship, career, money. You started focusing on a balance.
Everything. Right? Everything.
So everyone, on people who are watching this, please learn from that. She had lost her job, but she was learning to be happy. She was focusing on all 4 areas of her life, and she started taking action. She started going for interviews. This is taking action to upgrade your frequency. So you're not cribbing, complaining, crying, just being sad, right? Perfect. What happened as a result?
My papa was more worried than me. And he was not even
he might be live, be careful.
No, that's fine. He knows everything firsthand. So I started applying, and then I got interviews also, but then everywhere I was rejected. I was like, okay, fine. Because the one thing that was stuck in my mind is, it's a good thing I got rejected. Somehow the universe knows that I won't be able to do it. So let's just focus on something else. Then when I was applying to jobs, there was one job, it was a finance job. And I knew that I could never do this job ever in my life. I was like, okay, I'm applying so much, is pe bhi kar hi dete hain, 5 minute hi to jaane hai life ke. I applied. Good. And when I got selected for that role.
So you got your job back.
Don't ask me. Yeah. And the best thing was, I was earning this much minimum wage. I think a lot of students knows what minimum wage is Canada, which is like $14 per hour. And I went to that.
Wow.
Now I'm earning this much, where I am paying a hefty amount of rent. And I paid my brother's international fees on my own for his third and fourth semester, like for his last year. And I traveled half of Canada, and I did not have to compromise on anything. If I want to
Wow.
eat junk food, I go out and eat junk food. If I want to buy dresses, I go out and buy dresses. If I just want to eat, cake or anything, I go out and do it. I just don't think money kahan se aayega. I was like, kahin na kahin se to
Amazing.
aayega.
Amazing. So after Wealth Mastery, how much time did you take to really get the job? Like, let's say you joined Wealth Mastery, and then how much time did it take to join and then start manifesting a job, upgrade your frequency, start
1.5 months.
1.5 months? Yeah,
So,
I remember
and then
that.
as soon as Wealth
Wow.
Mastery was ended, ma'am was like, I'm starting a platinum membership. And I was like, I have to do this. I can't let this go. But as soon as I got my salary, because I did not had a lot of savings and I was living in my friend's bedroom. So like people helped me and I knew I had to return their money. So I was like, ma'am, I'm going to join your course. You don't worry about that. I am there. You just can't tell me how I can pay in installments because I paid everybody's fees and then I paid ma'am's fees. I had the option to pay for platinum in one go, but I was like, nahi, logo ka liya hai,
I
pehle
remember
उनको-"
that conversation.
Ah,
Yeah. And then I met ma'am and she made something special for me. She's like, oh no, you joined Wealth Mastery, so let's not take Wealth Mastery, whatever hua. And I ended up paying ma'am ka Wealth Mastery. And then at starting, I was very, very regular because work from home hota tha. Ab I'm like irregular because मेरा जब मन करता है मैं उठ के कहीं घूमने चली जाती हूँ. And yeah.
Wow,
Like for a
wonderful.
week, I was in mountains जहाँ पे Discovery Center था. Imagine that. Like कुछ नहीं था. And I was working from there. It was so pretty.
Wow, wonderful. So for those people who don't know what she's talking about right now, after she joined Platinum, her frequency went up so much that her income went up, her salary went up. The best part is that her job is so
I got a
good today.
promotion.
You got a
I got
promotion? Oh,
promotion.
wow.
this is the one year I
Here we
remember.
go.
Guys.
One
I
more
got a-
magic.
Yeah.
List तो कम ही नहीं हो रही है.
And then I told you, sir, then my boss asked me like, Preet, what do you want to do in life? Where do you see 5 years ahead? I was like, I really want to work in HR. I see myself in that. So my company actually paid for my course. I'm in my third semester right now and my company is paying for my course. And it's a $10,000 course.
Wow.
It's not like cheap. And my company
Amazing.
is paying and I'm like literally इंटरनेशनल स्टूडेंट्स आते हैं ना खुद से फीस पे करते हैं मैं तो फ्री में कर रही हूँ और मैंने तो मांगा भी नहीं था यूनिवर्स से खुद से ही आ गया ठीक है आ गया तो ले लो.
That's the power of vibrating at the higher frequency, right? Where sometimes you don't even ask for it and you get it. You're a classic example of that. Wonderful, wonderful. And then after that, I think you got a promotion now and you've been roaming around the world. Tell the people about, by the way, she's roaming half the Canada.
I already did half of so I started like in my third year when I feel like okay अब settle हो गए हैं life में अब थोड़ा अपने पे ध्यान दे लेते हैं. That's the time I started to travel and I'm already done with half of Canada and mind you Canada is very very big. It's not easy to travel half of Canada but it's amazing, it's beautiful. अब मैं wait कर रही हूँ borders खुले तो मैं like और जाऊँ घूमने. My company gave me a leave of 1 month and it's a paid leave because I did not take any leaves ever since I joined.
Oh,
And
wow.
I'll be in India and my tickets are already booked and I'll be in India and I'll get my like pay and everything and I won't be working. I don't know क्या करूँ खाली बैठ के but कुछ तो कर ही लूँगी.
Wow, amazing. I think you should come back and teach law of attraction to people here now.
वो आपका काम है.
It's very clear.
Okay, amazing. All right. So here's another question. Were there any unexpected results which you had never thought you got after joining Platinum?
Yeah.
जैसे कुछ चीजें तो planned थी कि हाँ job चाहिए था, घूमना था. Was there anything unexpected that you attracted after joining Platinum?
From 86 kilos, I went to 67 kilos.
Wow.
And I remember telling you in one call, sir, I was losing weight very fast. Chalo, theek hai, that. I paid my brother's fee. My papa did not have to do that.
Okay.
I managed my finances very well. And I think the one thing, the biggest change, I think only sir knows about it. It's very personal. I am the kind of person who needs validation from everyone. Is everybody happy with my decision? Or is anybody going to think that? I used to self-doubt myself a lot. Now, I don't give a shit. I'm very, very happy with myself. I make my own decisions. There is no self-doubt. अगर आ गया करना है तो करना है फिर नहीं पूछती कि अच्छा तेरे को बुरा लग रहा है अच्छा लग रहा है नहीं मुझे चाहिए मैं कर रही हूँ बस खत्म.
I remember when we talked about your yin yang frequency balance.
बहुत खराब थी.
Right. So for those people who don't know what that means, there is yang energy within us, which means that when that is suppressed, we don't have the decision-making ability, we need validation, we need dependency. We're always waiting for others to tell us that we're on the right direction. And Preet, she realized kind of yang energy was suppressed, but look at that today. Making decisions on your own, traveling the world, taking your own flights, doing amazing. Very, very powerful.
I used to depend on my papa for everything. I would ask him, Papa, can I do this? Papa, I really want this. Can I go and buy it? Now, no more.
Wow. Amazing. Very
the biggest example would be, I called my papa from an airport and he had no idea I was getting on a flight. So I did him a video call. He's like, where are you going? I was like, I have a trip. It's a long weekend. I'm going to Ottawa and Quebec and I'm going to do bungee jumping and all. So I'll see you when I come back. And he's like, when did you tell me this? I said, I didn't tell you this. He was like, why? I said, because it was night in India and you were sleeping and I knew it was a long weekend. I did not want to waste it. So I just booked my
I made my own decision. Indu, aren't you proud of that? Your type of girl.
Exactly. I'm super proud of it, actually.
Very cool, like photos and videos that I've captured. One of me, I hiked mountains.
Wow.
Wow. Amazing. Amazing. This is beautiful. Lovely. Yes, we'd love to see some photographs. Now, in how much time do you think you became from where you were before, when you lost the job and all, to where you are today? What was the time period since how long we've been together in terms of platinum? I think 15, 16 months. Am I right?
Yeah, I think we have been together for 15, 16 months. But to be very
you
honest,
were the first few members to join Platinum, right?
Platinum, yeah.
You joined somewhere in August, September itself.
Yeah.
I'm going to be very honest with anybody who's listening to this call. If you join Platinum and you're consistent, you do this course for 5 to 6 months and you're like 5 to 6 years ahead in your life. Like I'm not very regular right now. I'm not very regular, but when I joined Platinum, I did not miss any call. Even if it was like a time difference and I could not attend live, I used to attend it later on and I would ask my questions to Indu ma'am and I was like, ma'am, can I call you? Is it okay to call you Indian time? So just be consistent and then you would get your results. But don't do what I'm doing. Don't be irregular. Like stay in touch.
Amazing. Good feedback from people there. Awesome. So in spite of watching videos, because the timeline problem was such that she couldn't watch the live sessions and she was still sincere enough to watch the recordings, then she would ask questions in the group and that's how she got all the results. So a lot of people who are listening internationally, whether you're in US or Canada, it doesn't really matter because learning is something that you can do if you are committed at it. She was committed, she got results. Amazing. Now, here's a very important question that a lot of people are concerned about. When you joined Platinum, was it easy for you financially at that point of time?
No. So it's like I got a huge amount of money because of my first salary, because as everybody know, I was broke. But I was like, do I join Platinum with it or do I pay back people? What do I do? So, and then I also remembered one of your teachings from those videos in 2010 and you said, doubt hota hai, sone se pehle when you go into your like almost neend wala frequency, subconscious mind ko bol do aur so jao. So I was like, ठीक है बोल दिया. Next day उठी, I was like, चलो इंदु मैम को मैसेज करती हूँ, ज़्यादा तो मना ही करेंगी ना कि नहीं बच्चा एक ही बारी में पे करना है. ठीक है सुन लूंगी, नहीं पहली बारी लाइफ में किसी से नहीं थोड़ी ना सुना है. मैंने मैसेज कर दिया मैम और मैम ने भी आई थिंक 10-15 मिनट में रिप्लाई कर दिया था, हाँ बच्चा हम इंस्टॉलमेंट्स बना देंगे. मैं कहा बस ठीक है लोग पैसे दो ना, ज्वाइन करो, खत्म.
That's another learning. Never be scared to ask. So what if people say no?
Exactly.
Beautiful. Everyone type it in the chat window. Never be scared to ask.
There is a chance of winning. 50% chances there of getting a positive answer.
अब लाइफ में ऐसा कॉन्फिडेंस है कि चल अगर सामने वाले ने नहीं बोला ना, इट्स अ वेरी गुड थिंग. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल से थैंक यू फॉर दैट नो एंड देन लाइक ओके यूनिवर्स ये वाला रास्ता नहीं था, बी लेना है, ओके ठीक है बी में चल लो, वहां मिल जाएगा.
That's the way to do it. Say thank you for the negative. Everyone write down, say thank you for the negative. मैंने बोला ना, we have another law of attraction trainer in the group.
I was just going to say that I'm not surprised she's getting so many results. Mitesh, can you see that it is all imbibed in her?
Yes.
All the learning, she grasped it completely.
Yes. ऐसा लग भी नहीं रहा कि काफी दिनों से लाइव आई नहीं है. She's been listening to everything on videos. पता चल रहा है, completely imbibed. Perfect, perfect. So as you know, we promise people that if when we are the intention of joining Platinum is 10 years of success in 1 year, what do you think people expect that kind of a result from Platinum, achieving 10 years of success in 1 year?
You glitched, sir. I
Oh,
don't
did
know.
I?
To me,
Hold
yeah.
on. Am I back?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So the question was, one of the biggest intentions, and which is the promise that I love to make people, is Platinum is all about attracting 10 years of success in 1 year. Because the reason is we are actually stuck in more or less the same problems for 5-6 years anyways.
Yeah.
We can actually solve those problems in just 2-3 months. And then achieving success of 10 years in 1 year is possible. And you say you've been able to closely achieve that, right? What do you say to people about that?
Okay, so if you guys knew me what I was, you would not believe what I am right now. And it's all because of Mitesh sir and Indu ma'am, and specifically Indu ma'am, because yeah,
I
I met
agree.
a lot. Um, and guys, don't think that you are paying a lot of money for Platinum. Think of it as you are investing, because trust me, if you just give this much amount, you're gonna get the whole universe in you. I can't even say you're gonna get this much. You're gonna get the whole universe, and you won't be able to just take care of your finances, get your life together. You'll actually get to know yourself. You'll get to know what you really like, what you really want, and you learn how to be happy with yourself, and you would not need anybody else. I would say definitely, guys, go for Platinum. Even if I die right now, I'm very happy. That's another learning I took.
Wow.
Koi bhi gets me.
Live life queen size. Live life queen size. Everyone write down live life king size or queen size, because every day has to be lived like this is the last day of my life. And
Perfect.
so happy that there are no regrets, like unconditional happiness. You've truly mastered that.
I should not say, oh, I should have saved that Platinum money and given it to my parents back home. It would have helped them a lot. I am so happy I gave that money to Mitesh sir and Indu ma'am. Where I am now. Like, guys, who would have thought I would get 1 month of vacation? Like, I have 31 days of vacation with my office, and it's all paid. And also, I made a condition with my office, like you guys know, because of COVID situation, borders change, laws change very frequently. So if I get stuck in India, what happens then? They're like, okay, if you get stuck in India, you work from there. And it's not easy for an international company to say that, specifically if you work in HR, because HR people have to be close to the office, because we have a lot of confidential files in the office. I don't know how I got that. Also, don't ask how. First thing.
Yeah, don't ask how. Everyone type in, don't ask how. Just do it.
Don't ask how. So guys, even if you can't pay, at least go ahead and talk to Indu ma'am. She's very lovely. I know she would figure out some way. And if you're very consistent now, you would get in touch with them. It's like, oh, Vaishno Devi hai, abhi bulawa aa gaya, ab jao. ये भी सर ने बोला था.
Indu, वैष्णो देवी, आपको वैष्णो देवी बना दिया आपको. एक प्लैटिनम मेंबर है, वो कैनेडा, आई थिंक शी इज फ्रॉम यूके. शी इज ऑलरेडी बीन कॉलिंग यू गुरु माँ. अभी इन्होंने आपको बुला दिया, वैष्णो देवी हो गया.
जाओ. It's like you guys, इंडिया में बहुत सब spiritual and religious होते हैं ना. I'm not saying कि भाई ये God है, God तो है, सब God होते हैं, but लाइफ में अगर मंदिर गुरुद्वारे जाते हो तो इनके पास जरूर जाओ. I think half of the time गुरुद्वारे जाने की जरूरत भी नहीं पड़ेगी.
How sweet of you. How sweet. You're a sweetheart. Thank you so much, Veda. Thank you so much.
Absolute sweetheart you are.
Yes. You want to invite Indu people to our webinar today evening based on what Preet was telling.
Yes. Before that, if anybody has any question, put it in the chat window. I'll take it up. I'll ask Preet. And if you want to join today's webinar and know what is Platinum membership all about, then I'll send the link in the chat window right now. You can click, join, and appear in the program. Mitesh has displayed the link on his screen as well.
Perfect. Yes. So now we look forward to your questions in the chat window, because I've learned a lot from today's video. I wish I was making notes. And I'm sure you have a lot of questions about how did Preet get all this success? How did she go to Canada? Maybe what affirmations she did, what visualization did she do? What was the best technique that she used? anything you want to ask her, you're welcome to quickly ask her questions. And as you're typing questions from there, Indu will ask by reading that particular question to Preet, and we'll all be enlightened with her answers.
Okay, the
Yes,
question is
Indu.
there, but I think the question is not for Preet, it is for us. Business is very difficult in India, but I would like Preet to respond to this in law of attraction language.
Preet, what's the answer? Business is very difficult in India. What's the answer for that, Preet?
First of all, say thank you that my business is very difficult. That means not everybody can do it. That means I am one of those few people who can do it. Well, so thank you.
Amazing!
ठीक हो जाओ।
क्या बात है
क्या बात है क्या बात है
आंसर तो मैंने भी नहीं दिया था
खुद को pep talk दो कि अरे यार बिजनेस इतना डिफिकल्ट है। आई थिंक आधे लोग तो डर जाएंगे, कर ही नहीं पाएंगे, तो मेरा आधा कंपटीशन तो वैसे ही चला गया। चलो मैं पानी पी लेता हूँ, थोड़ा रेस्ट कर लेता हूँ। उसके बाद व्हेन यू फील लाइक यू आर इन द मूड, sit down, make your strategies, talk to your friends, mentor, whatever business you're doing, just go ahead and do it. एक दो महीने डिफिकल्ट होएगा, उसके बाद तो it becomes part of your life. फिर तो natural लगेगा। It's like अच्छा ब्रश करते हैं, ये भी तो करना था, बस हो गया।
Wow, wonderful, wonderful. So Kanaka, that's answer for you from one of our platinum magicians, Preet. Next question is by Mishti. Indu, you want to read that question?
Yeah, it says, ma'am, me and my husband are very confusion regarding the many aspects. We don't follow law of attraction, but we know what it is. How we both can connect with you, and which program shall I join? In that case, Misty, start with the Saturday program, Free Law of Attraction. Just the way Preet started. She started with the law of attraction, basic law of attraction. My team will share the link for Free Law of Attraction.
Yes, done. So that is the question for Mishti.
Okay, let me ask Grishma's question. Grishma is another member from our
Advanced Law of Attraction too.
Advanced Law of Attraction. She's asking, what technique did you do, dear Preet? Visualization or affirmation?
बड़ा मुश्किल क्वेश्चन।
इतना करके भूल गए पूरा रिजल्ट आने के बाद।
A lot of things. I am okay. So I'm more auditory. Okay, so I really do a lot of things. So first thing that I do is anything before I do anything, I just say थैंक यू सो मच यूनिवर्स, थैंक यू सो मच बाबा जी, मेरी लाइफ में जो कुछ भी है जैसे भी मैं उसके साथ बहुत 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 ही ज्यादा खुश हूँ। एंड देन से थैंक यू सो मच, ये टास्क बहुत अच्छा हो गया, सर भी खुश है, मैं भी खुश हूँ। दैट्स द फर्स्ट थिंग आई डू। सेकंड थिंग आई डू इज you know, it's like रात को सोने जा रही हूँ, सोने से पहले I would give myself a pep talk and I would first of all say, so okay, I'll give you an example. So I had my birthday and then on Saturday, and then people celebrated my birthday on Sunday, and then Sunday night when I went to sleep, I literally said thank you so much, my mommy made butter chicken for me, thank you so much, my mommy ordered a tiramisu cake for me, thank you so much, my brother took me to Starbucks, like thank you so much, my guardian this casino royale and spectre film, like छोटी छोटी चीज का थैंक यू बोलती हूँ, फिर इतना दिल खुश हो जाता है ना कि मैं अपने अपने में आप मेरे मुंह से निकल जाता है उस चीज के लिए थैंक यू जो हुई नहीं है, जो भी फ्यूचर में होनी है, एंड समहाउ वो हो जाती है।
Wow.
थर्ड थिंग मैं करती हूँ,
So your favorite technique is kind of walking, talking affirmations and gratitude.
For sure. Like the major lesson I would say is, even if you like before go drink water or go brush, just say thank you so much universe that anything and everything that I have in my life right now, I'm very very happy and satisfied with it, and say thank you so much universe that that this meeting went so well, my boss is happy, I'm happy, we came to a mutual conclusion, and that's it. ज्यादा सोचना नहीं है, ज्यादा बोलना नहीं है कि एग्जैक्टली यही एंड रिजल्ट चाहिए, फीलिंग मैनिफेस्ट करो।
Yes.
So I just say my boss is happy, I'm happy, and that's it, क्योंकि happiness की
Amazing.
Beautiful.
एंगर नहीं चाहिए था, ये नहीं था कि नहीं मुझे तो यही रिजल्ट चाहिए था, मैं तभी हैप्पी हूँ। हैप्पी तो कहीं से भी हो सकते हैं ना।
Wow.
Do that.
Emotional values. That is beautiful. So instead of saying कि मेरा ये काम हो गया, you're just directly manifesting the feeling, the end result. कि मेरा बॉस भी खुश है, मैं भी खुश हूँ, पापा भी खुश है, हम सब खुश हैं।
बस और काम खत्म। That's मैं ये भी नहीं कहती कि जैसे सर बोलते हैं कि give yourself a deadline. I don't give myself a deadline. Like that's
Wow.
I still need to learn. And then I do sometimes get afraid, थोड़ा एंजाइटी हो जाता है, फिर पापा को फोन करके थोड़ा बोल देती हूँ, उनको फालतू में गुस्सा कर देती हूँ, and that's it. And कभी जब इस लाइक लगे बहुत बहुत ज्यादा हो गया, तब बीच में हुआ था तो मैम को मैसेज कर दिया था और मितेश सर से मीटिंग ले ली थी 1-on-1 खत्म.
All right. So I think that was the last question in the group.
That was the last question. Yes.
Yeah, I think that was, I want to GPA join Telegram group. Yeah, sure. So the Telegram group link is there in the chat. You'll find it there.
Yeah.
Great. So thank you so much, Preet. That was very inspiring. I loved your last answer. I absolutely loved your last answer. There was something to learn for me as well, which is don't just manifest the end result in terms of your goals, but really just manifest the emotions. And that is so beautiful. Instead of valuing goals, let's directly manifest and value the emotion we want from that goal. That was just beautiful. So looking forward to doing your interview one more time, maybe after 6 months or 1 year, where you're married and lots of more beautiful things happening in life. I'm sure Paul is behind your life right now for marriage, isn't he?
No, my mom is, but she's not anymore. Like I straight away told her. I said, okay, if you want to see me get married, send me to Italy. And if you want to see me having children, send me to Disneyland and let me have fun as a kid and then only ask. And she's like, okay, I'm not
Heard that,
gonna
Indu? Hindu, imagine your children demanding, first send me to Italy, then I'll get married. Like, "Bati ke fir shaadi mat kar." To kar hi hell hai. Wonderful, wonderful.
Can
Everyone
you say
type in very inspiring. Yeah, please.
guys, अगर इंदु मैम से like connect होते हो किसी भी लेवल पे तो इंदु मैम को भी मैसेज कर सकते हो. आई नो सारे मितेश सर के पीछे रहते हैं बट इंदु मैम
नहीं मैं भी इंदु मैम के पीछे हूँ. पूरी कम्युनिटी भी इंदु मैम के पीछे. हम खाली पूछ लगा के ऐसे पकड़ के बैठे हुए. इंदु मैम वो वैष्णो देवी की तरह उड़ रही है, हम सब साथ में उड़ गए.
एक मैंने मैम से कनेक्ट किया था.
I know.
Yes, yes.
She's a
So
sweetheart.
Indu, that's a sign for you from the universe through Preet. YouTube पे आया करो. मैं बुलाता रहता हूँ, आप आते नहीं हो. 2 मिनट पहले प्रीत ने जिद की तो आ गए. अब how many of you on YouTube live? Can you please type it in the chat? Do you think Indu should come for all the YouTube live videos? Type in yes, Indu ma'am now. Okay. All right. With that, guys, we had a great time with Preet. Learned a lot. I hope a lot of you learned as well. Please type in inspiring in the chat window if you learned a lot. And people who want to come for today evening's webinar on learning how Preet joined Platinum, why did she join, what was the one thing that makes people join Platinum, then join today's webinar. It's absolutely free. It's today evening at 7 p.m. miteshkhatri.com/platinum. I'll see you there at 7 p.m. sharp. And with that, any last message, Preet?
Yeah, I'm gonna go and travel more. That's it.
Guys, travel more. Have fun.
Are you India, Delhi? आ जाना, मैंने dinner पे लेके जाना दोनों.
हाँ, dinner पे लेके जाना इसको भी हमको.
Done.
Bye beta. Bye.
Bye beta. Take care. Bye everyone. Have a great day. Thank you and keep creating magic, everyone. And take care over there in Canada. What time is it there? I don't know.
It's now 6 in the morning.
6. Look at that. Look at the hard work there. Amazing. And look at your energy. See you soon, beta.